Hi everybody, I'm Gianna from Megan and Gianna, and on this video we're going to do part 2 of Disney's The Parks. And I'm going to start off by talking with Hollywood Studios, then go right back over to Epcot. Now the first thing you do when you get into the Hollywood Studios is definitely go straight to get something to eat. Well, at least that's what my family does. And we go straight to Star & Rolls Cafe. It's an amazing little bakery over to the side and to the right. They have things from muffins, cookies, brownies, cheese danishes. My mom and sister love the cheese danishes. So that's really a great place to eat, is Star & Rolls Cafe. If you keep going to the right, you're going to head over to the Hollywood Tower Hotel, which is a ride for all those thrill seekers out there. It's a lot of drops, and it's never the same sequence when you go on. You don't know if you're going to drop first or go up first, so it really freaks you out even more. Right across the way is Disney's Rockin' Roller Coaster. Say it with me, Rockin' Roller Coaster.
Rockin' Roller Coaster. Rockin' Roller Coaster.
Not rock and roll roller coaster, Rockin' Roller Coaster. Yes, I am going to make sure you pronounce it right, because it's a pet peeve of mine and my family's. When I hear someone say the rock and roll roller coaster, I want to slap them. Not to be mean, but it's the truth. Pronounce things correctly. Thanks! There's also a ride for all you thrill seekers out there. It's starring Aerosmith. So when you're on your way to their concert in this really fast car, you hear their music going on, you do a lot of corkscrews and loops, and it's a lot of fun. I must admit, I'm a wimp. I won't go on it. I don't like going upside down, but my sister will go on it like 12 times in a row. She loves it. If you go towards the back of Hollywood Studios, there's a little area that has to do with Pixar, and that's where you can go on Toy Story Mania, which has normally the longest line ever, so you definitely need to get fast passes for that. It's a 3D interactive ride where you play a whole bunch of carnival games. There's targets, ring toss, you break plates, and you get to figure out who's going to be best in car or best in the day or the hour, but that's really difficult, so you definitely have to find a few tricks online. I am a huge fan of movies, so I naturally love the Great Movie Ride. You get to literally be immersed into a scene of each of your favorite movies. Singing in the Rain, Mary Poppins, Alien, The Wizard of Oz. It's spectacular. You have to go on that at least once. It's a classic. And then at the very end, you see a movie of so many amazing movies mashed into one. It's incredible. And speaking of movies, Frozen, that's a big movie. It's been at its height for a few years now. When did that come out?
2013?
Oh, wow.
I think. I don't know. I'll look it up if you want me to.
Nah, it's okay. It's been out for a while, and people still love it. They still sing all the songs, which is perfect because there is a Frozen sing-along in Hollywood Studios, and yes, me and my family still go. We know all the words. We sing Let It Go at the top of our lungs, and it's fantastic. You get to sing all these songs with Anna and Elsa, and it might even snow. Now, if you're as big of a nerd as I am, you definitely love Star Wars and Indiana Jones, which is awesome because they have Indiana Jones Stunt Show Spectacular, where you get to watch how they create all the stunts in Indiana Jones, and then right across the way is Disney's Star Tours, where you get to go on a Star Tour ship and go through the galaxy and get a spy for the rebels. Now, throughout the day, you're going to get hungry, so naturally you need a place to eat. I personally love pizza. Thank you. I naturally love Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet is famous for being in Toy Story, but it's also an actual restaurant. And they sell, well, who would guess? Pizza! Who doesn't love pizza? I love pizza. You love pizza. The world loves pizza. Pizza! Yeah. A great restaurant that I also love is called the Primetime Cafe, and you get to go into the 50s and have your mom make your dinner while your aunt and uncle, as they call the waiters and waitresses, wait on you, and you sit at a little kitchen table with a black and white television and watch all these old shows like the Dick Van Dyke Show, Mickey Mouse Club with Annette Funicello. It's amazing, and they have awesome food, but don't put your elbows on the table. They will yell at you, and if you don't eat all your food, they'll try to spoon feed you. Trust me, it's happened to me, even though I asked for no vegetables and they gave them to me anyway. One time they made sister's friend go up against the wall with her nose up against the wall as a timeout. One lady took away some girl's phone. It's crazy, but it's a lot of fun. I also love Disney's SciFi cafe, where you get to sit in like a drive-in theater and your table's a car, and it's awesome. You get to watch all these old sci-fi movies and like the Attack of the 50-Foot Woman, or these old cartoons that like Tom and Jerry like in space with the cat like just running around everywhere, and it's awesome. If you're looking for a regular sit-down meal, Mama Melrose is a really good place to go. It's an Italian restaurant. I know a waiter who works there. The food is really good. I really like their bread. I don't know why, but their bread is awesome. It's really nice. I don't know, but the rest of their food is delicious too. So there you have it. That's the Hollywood Studios. There's more rides and shows, but those are the ones that I really think you should really get to mostly. So now I'm going to talk about Epcot. Epcot, the experimental prototype community of tomorrow. There's two parts of Epcot, Future World and World Showcase. World Showcase is where you can hit all of the major restaurants and go to all the countries. There's Mexico, Morocco, Italy, America, China, Japan, France, the UK, Canada, Norway, Germany. I think that's all of them. I went completely out of order. Forgive me if I missed one. But all of the food is, it's all ethnic food, and it stays true to the country. The cast members that work in those pavilions are all from those countries. So I love especially eating in Italy because all the waiters are super attractive. And the food is delicious. The pizza is to die for. Japan has an amazing hibachi. Germany has the best buffet. And there's also a few rides when you go back there. There's a ride in Mexico starring the Three Caballeros and Donald Duck. There's also a ride called the Maelstrom in Norway, but that's actually being closed because it's being refurbished for something frozen. And there's 360-degree movie in China. There's another movie in Canada. I think there's one in France as well. So there's a lot of things to do. There's also the Great American Adventure in the America Pavilion. Again, I think it's a little boring, but I take my naps in there, but it's actually a really great show. I actually was awake through it the last few times I got on, and I enjoyed it a lot. There's a lot to do in Future World. There's Test Track, which was just redone, so now it's very interactive. You get to create your own car. There's Mission Space, where you get to be either an engineer or a pilot or a navigator, and you get to fly a spaceship to Mars, which is intense. There's two versions of the ride, the more intense and the less intense. There's also, on the other side, the land, which inside the land has an amazing food court. Living with the Land, which is a boat ride, and Soarin', which always has a huge line, but it's an amazing hang glider experience over California, and you go over an orange grove and an ocean, and you end in Disneyland with fireworks. It's spectacular. You definitely need to fast pass that. There's also Interventions. Interventions is, there's the east side and the west side, and it's all new inventions and games. And there was a game called Where's the Fire that I love to play. My dad and I kicked butt on that game. There was a piggy bank adventure. It's just a whole bunch of learning experience things, and it's a lot of fun. Future World is also a really great place to go to the character spot and meet some of your favorite characters like Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Pluto. There are some places to eat in Future World too, just a few quick serves like the Electric Umbrella, or like I said, in Land there's a whole food court, which are really good. You get like the basics, burgers, chicken fingers, sandwiches, all that good stuff. There's an ice cream place too. Lastly, you're in Epcot, you have to go on Spaceship Earth. It's right in the big ball when you walk right in. It's a continuously moving ride, so the line, even if it looks long, is actually going to go by like that. It's super fast. The ride is amazing. You go through decades of learning, and there's an interactive part at the end where you get to create your future, and there's a few hidden Mickeys in there too, so definitely go get a hidden Mickey book and look for some of those in all the parks. So, well, that's it for part 2. This is Hollywood Studios in Epcot, and I can't wait to have fun, and I hope you have fun too when you go. Bye!